Welcome, sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. My name is Emmy, my husband is Paul, and we are so happy you joined us today. Today, we are going to talk about how to have more money by keeping it simple. Basic truths that Paul and I have applied to our lives that we want to share with you. A lot of times people feel that the frugal lifestyle is one of deprivation, and we hear that a lot. That you're not living in the moment, you're missing out, oh my goodness, you have the money, why aren't you spending it? There are extremes in anything. There are extremes in frugality, there are extremes in minimalism, in spending. All around the board, there are different levels of everything. So what we want to share with you today is by keeping your life simple, your expectations simple, your joys simple, you will reap the benefits financially. We are constantly being told to declutter, get rid of what you have. You don't need so much stuff. Now, this is not just Paul and I, but I'm talking in general. You hear that a lot. And I am all for decluttering. Decluttering to Paul and I, we look around at what we have, and then we say to ourselves, I will never use this again. I will never wear this again. I'll never read it. I'll never watch it. And basically, I don't like this item, so we're going to declutter it. Decluttering is wonderful. If your belongings are owning you in that you are feeling overwhelmed by them, you have storage room filled with things, you have your attic and basement filled with stuff that you're not using, then yes, declutter, declutter, declutter. There is a peace and a lightness about that. But if people are telling you to get rid of things that actually make you happy, well, just take a picture of it. Take a picture of it and get rid of it. There is a middle ground as well. What about those items that you are constantly getting rid of and then having to rebuy? How many times have I said to Paul, oh my goodness, you have so many tools in that shed. You have so many electronic pieces in the shed. And then a light will break and he fixes it in 2 seconds and it costs us nothing because he held on to certain things that he knew would be valuable. Or you may have a piece of furniture that is special to you. I have my grandmother's china closet in the other room. I believe it's from the turn of the century. Now, someone may say this is outdated. What do you need it for? And what I would turn around and say is that that item to me holds so much sentimental value. It shows us the values that Paul and I believe in, which is family, which is tradition, which is things were made much better back then. And it truly brings joy to us every time we pass it. So there is a simple medium ground that we have to be aware of. A lot of our home is filled with vintage items. We have paid a minimal cost for them at flea markets and at thrift stores. But that is how we've chosen to decorate our home. If we were to declutter all these items, could we go to IKEA and replace them? No, we couldn't. Not that IKEA is anything wrong with that, but that's just not how we live our lives. And that's what I'm saying. You will save money when you realize your true values. What is important to you? We keep it simple and save money by holding on to what we already own, taking care of what we already own, and if we do buy, we invest in well-made similar items. We keep it simple. We're not looking to reinvent who we are. And the other thing that keeps it simple, when we purchase an item or we look at an item to declutter, is this item here to impress others? Is this item here because we're trying to compete with someone else? Another way we keep it simple is we don't overbuy. If we have a working coffee pot already, odds are we are not going to replace that coffee pot unless it breaks and we need a new one. We don't overextend. If we can't afford it, we don't buy it. This is how it works for us. So the question you have to ask yourself, to keep it simple and to save money, what do you value? And what does it take to maintain the lifestyle you love? And I think the key there is going to be the simpler your joys and pleasures are, the more money you will be saving. By keeping your values close and your purchases close to what you value, you will hopefully be spending very little money, because you'll realize the things you value most, you probably already have within your home. If you are on any kind of frugal lifestyle plan, budget, way of life, then you know if you look around your home, these are things that you value. Paul and I are actually proof that this can be done. We spend very little on non-essential purchases. We really do. That is just who we are. We tend to save our money, but there are times that we do spend. But we keep those spends within our system of values. What is important to us that we're spending this money on? Will we be able to use it? How often will we be able to use it? Where are we going to put it once we get it into the home? Do we have this item already? Does it already exist in our home and we're buying a duplicate? These are things we'll ask ourselves all the time. Keep it simple. Don't clutter your life up with a bunch of fads and flash in the pan things that come and go. When it comes to purchasing items, we look at the value of an item, not only the monetary value, like is this a good purchase for what we're paying, but we look at the value the item is going to bring into our lives. And by doing that, you're going to realize not a lot of material items are going to add a lot of value to your life. And that's why we hang on to a lot of the items we already possess. Because at our age, we kind of know who we are and the style we like. And basically, we have the essentials to live a really functional life with a lot of little sprinkles of joy around. And that's what it's all about. Keeping it simple. We are so much more selective now when we go out to shop for anything. And we have to think, where is this item now going to fit into our lives? Now, listen, there are people who declutter, get rid of everything, and then buy everything new. And that's wonderful if that's who you are and that works for you. But we're just telling you our journey, not that our journey is the right journey or would be right for you, but we're just here to encourage you. Paul and I had not been into a thrift store in a very, very long time. We went to see our accountant yesterday to do our taxes, and he had to let us know about estimated taxes throughout the year, all this good stuff, right? And afterwards, as we were leaving, I said to Paul, want to just walk through Goodwill? It's been weeks since Paul and I walked through Goodwill, literally. So he's like, yeah, let's go look. Earlier that day, and this is the truth, we pulled out our elegant china dishes. And because I buy everything in thrift stores and because I buy everything used, I just think older things were made a little bit better. I didn't have soup bowls. So I said, let's go through Goodwill and see what they have. Not that I was expecting anything. And Paul said, yeah, I need a new dish for our bird bath as well. So we're like, okay, let's just take a walk through. Well, we're going to turn the camera around and we're going to tell you what we found. And we're going to show you why being patient, keeping it simple, buying used, keeps money in your pocket, yet gives you those sprinkles of joy I was just talking about. So let's turn this camera around and show you what we mean. Here are our 99 cents a bowl vintage find that we got at Goodwill yesterday. As I said, we were looking for bowls. In my wildest dreams, I did not think I would find something as beautiful as this. This is my style. It may not be yours. When we saw this, Paul was like, oh my gosh, that's so you. They are in absolutely beautiful condition. They are made in America mid-century. They are W.S. George plates. Any of you who collect mid-century, I'm not even going to tell you how much these go for on eBay. And that is not the reason we bought them. I would never sell them. I needed beautiful spring bowls. I saw the fluted edges. I mean, they just don't make things like this anymore. So this is what I'm talking about. We made a purchase for $8. Now, this is something I will use for years to come. They're just absolutely beautiful, and I couldn't be happier, honestly.
I found this plant holder out in the trash. Somebody was tossing it. It's made out of metal, wrought iron, I guess. It's got little feet on it. And I thought this would make a great bird bath. I put a pie plate and filled it with water, and the birds loved it. They came and drank out of it. Well, unfortunately, I left it outside, and the cold weather froze and it broke. So while we were in the thrift store the other day, I found a 10-inch pie plate made of glass from Pyrex. It fits right in there nicely. So let's just add some water. So here it is. We got the water in it. The birds are going to love this. It's so much fun to watch them drink out of this thing. It's just, and the whole thing cost me $3 for the new glass, so I'll know to bring it in at night because it's still getting cold here. And by the way, these plants here, I don't know if you can see that, they're just starting to turn. This whole thing, this bush, wove itself around the bird feeder, making it look really pretty when it's in bloom. So we'll have to show you that when the summer comes. Anyway, this was a frugal find. It was great, and it brings me a lot of joy.
I also wanted to share with you a simple joy that I had gotten earlier this month. So I have a 20% off my entire purchase. I have a free body care item up to $8.95. And then I have a $5 gift card that a sweet viewer sent me. So I think we're going to go in and see what we can find and come out with and see how much it ends up costing. I just want to share with you my little Bath and Body Works haul. The hand soaps are normally $8.95. Please don't ever pay that, okay? They were on sale for $3.95. So we got a Sunny Lemon Orchard and we got Pink Pineapple Sunrise. And then for our free gift, I picked Fresh Coconut and Cotton Body Cream. This will go right into my purse. So how much did we end up paying? These were $3.95 a piece. This was free. I had the 20% off coupon, which brought the total down to $6.32. With tax, it was 53 cents, so it came to $6.85. I had the $5 gift card from a sweet viewer. So this little haul cost me $1.85, which, how amazing is that? It's taking that gift card, waiting till you have another discount on top of that, which was the 20% off I got, and then also waiting for the item to go on sale. I'm going to tell you again what we do with this. I have empty Bath and Body Works pump bottles upstairs that I save, the ones that are really pretty to me. I literally use this much right here. You see that bottom? That much into an empty bottle, and I slowly fill it with water. Slowly, or it'll just bubble up. So I get about 5 bottles, no joke, out of one of these Bath and Body Works bottles. And the soap is foamy and it's great, and you save a ton of money doing it this way. It has to be a foaming hand soap bottle though. So we have about 10 to 12 bottles of soap between the two of these. Just such a great little frugal hack. Keep your joys simple. Realize what you have already, and when the sprinkle of joys come into your life, Greet them with a heart of gratitude. Those bowls were beyond anything that Emmy, and those of you who know me, which most of you do pretty well, were like hand-picked for me at $1 a piece. That Pyrex dish fit the bird bath beautifully, perfectly. We couldn't have asked for better. Everything was $11. And to me, that was a shower of joy, because 8 bowls and a bird bath for $11. I mean, honestly, could we have done any better? I don't think so. To save money, we need to realize we need a lot less than we think we do. We have to keep our lives simple. So let's encourage each other in the comment section below. What were your sprinkles of joy this week? It could have been a little treat you bought yourself. It could have been finding something in the home that you revisited and started using again. It could have been a phone call from someone that you've missed. It could have been a letter from someone, a text. What was your sprinkle of joy this week? Share it with us down below. Let's encourage each other, because the whole point of being on this frugal journey is not to be wound up every day and not enjoying life, but realizing how much we have, how blessed we are, and approaching everything with a simplicity and a gratitude of heart. So we thank you for sharing this time with us. We hope this video was encouraging. Just a little pep talk to look for those everyday joys that are present all around us. We ask that you give this a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Come on in and be part of our frugal family. We would love to have you. We have the best comments underneath our videos. Give them a read. See what everybody's saying. I guarantee you will come away with a smile on your face. We ask you to be well. We ask you to be safe. And above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, may God greatly bless you.